Coming up on Business Live, long queues across the country as SIM card re-registration deadline approaches. Ahead, we'll be speaking with coordinator for Cards International, which is backing calls for an immediate extension.
Ashashi 2.5 3 years 3 years can soon spine.
Government will be looking at reviewing some exemptions under the e-levy rather than scrapping the tax. Ahead, our exclusive with the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, who has been explaining why he backed down on his earlier resolve not to seek assistance from the IMF.
A good program really is a program that leads to structures that we put in place so that we never return to this.
And we'll go shopping for building materials today on the shopping list.
At first, it was 50 cedis. It came to 55. Last month, it was 60 cedis, but now it's 62 cedis. All right. And for the POP cement, this POP cement, at first, it was 60 cedis, but now it's 80 cedis.
All these and more coming shortly with me, Charles Ayitey. We begin with commodities. Today, there have been long queues at SIM card re-registration centers across the country as the July 31 given mandate by the Communications Ministry fast approaches. Individuals who fail to register their SIM cards risk being removed from the communication network. There have been calls for an extension, although there have been at least 2 extensions already. Joy News' Michael Ashale has been touring some registration centers and has come through with this update.
They say I expired. So I registered the Tigo. I registered like 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, I used the same Ghana card to register it. But about the MTN, they say I expired.
I think the expiry date is supposed to be on the back, on the card.
This card I did.
You did the card for 250 Ghana cedis, but it's been difficult to. Okay.
Ashashi 2.5 3 years. 3 years can soon spine.
Can I speak Chi?
Yeah, feel free.
Sir, me brother, me the other. Na me yirini. Na ne de no. Also ya register sim no. Ya me de fa ne de no say emfa no say me ne enti no mo kire say yamra ha ne meye. Nti yesora match be 4 o'clock. If I can be the line as well.
You've been here since 4 a.m. What position were you at the time you came?
Is it?
Where were you in the queue? At far back?
Yeah, yes, we go here. No, we go here first. No, just down here. Then we direct from here.
So,
since about 2 months ago.
2 months? You've been trying to rectify the error on it. What was the particular error on it? Is it your name or date of birth?
The name. The name has changed.
So from what to what?
From Akwasi to Daddy.
Okay. So his name has changed. That only means that you've not been able to do your SIM card re-registration.
No, I couldn't do it because of.
And the deadline is fast approaching.
Yes, that's why I've come.
How does that make you feel that on Monday your SIM card is going to be cancelled?
I'm feeling very sorry if the SIM card is cancelled. I will not be happy.
You heard there some disgruntled, SIM card registrants waiting to get their SIM cards re-registered. Meanwhile, country coordinator of Cards International, Pierre Kosi Dumako, says the decision to remove all unregistered SIM cards is rash. He suggests implementing the elimination in phases. He spoke earlier on the marketplace.
I think in all honesty and fairness, Ghanaians deserve a better option, and we require and request that the Ministry of Communication extend the deadline to the end of December 31st. But in extending it to December 31st, we don't want to come to the level whereby people would come back again to say that we extended it at the last minute. They are also coming back again for another extension. So, in our letter to the ministry, we said, look, extend the mass registration to the end of August. And then from September, you come with a limited constraints on people's SIM card. So for all unused, unregistered SIM card, from 1st of September, what it could mean is that there must be a limit on how much an unregistered SIM card can send in a day. Let's say a minute you can send or receive a maximum of 100 Ghana cedis on your SIM card from 1st of September. And then from 1st of October, then the limit also then comes onto the other features of your call. So from 1st of October, it could be that I think I have a copy of the letter. So from 1st October, if you have not registered your phone, then there should be no voice call on non-registered SIM card. And then from 1st November, if you haven't registered your SIM card, then there should be no access to data. And then from 1st December, if you have not registered your phone.
Now, mobile money agents have joined the call for an extension of the deadline. In a press release, the association says, in quote, management wishes to appeal to government and the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization to, in the interest of the gains made in the communications industry, consider extending the deadline. The association has since endorsed this policy of government due to its positive impact on our businesses by helping curb fraud. As business people in the industry, it will be very detrimental to our businesses and the industry in general should government pursue the 31st July 2022 deadline, since many Ghanaians running into several millions are yet to be registered and issued the Ghanaian identification card. The business is already struggling with the impact of e-levy, and this blockade will only not affect us but the Ghanaian populace, except of their media statement regarding the registration exercise and its possible extension. Well, we still stay further on this because some business owners as well as customers of telecoms are calling for an extension of the SIM card re-registration deadline. James Shen hit the streets to engage some of them.
It's going to affect everyone because it's not everyone that has the Ghana card, and mostly to people who are transaction business with them. Some are outside Accra and they cannot come to Accra to come for their money. So I wish there will be a process that they will do some extension, or those who don't have the NIA card. And even some people have gone to register, which they have not received their card, and even they have the slip. So if there will be other means for them to link their SIM card with the slip that they have, that would be better.
Sister, we am last na me call my Ghana card na home fa no. I
recently registered for the Ghana card for my mom. It's very hectic registering for the SIM card. The Minister of Communications should extend the deadline. If it's not being extended, we may have no option than to demonstrate.
Network standing date at least December no so chum de obi abetena na ehun say ye na yaso ede.
Way it's going to affect me, but it's not going to affect me alone. Actually, the Ghana card they want us to do. If possible, if they can give us a little break of time for us to make our own Ghana card, because I believe others have gotten their own. If they can give us a little time to take it, because this Monday or the Friday they say they're going to lock it out. It's going to affect we or the individuals here, and it's going to affect us a lot because we are more doing business online. So please, if they can give us a little break for it.
Because same day enye twemu I said there wote esumu untimi nyeko obi mfrewo, you can access the internet, untimi enye momo transactions. It's like you are going back to the olden days.
If SIM cards are deactivated, it will take us back. Extension should be the option for now, because sometimes you face problems using the Ghana card to register for the SIM card. There shouldn't be timeline for this at all.
Or the register in a year. This was I call back to last time I coil work. 2 days I couldn't do it because any pair on the door. So we definitely need an extension. And I will cry there say Yama timeline. It's supposed to be lifetime. It do baby and I'm put two measures together. Ebia from this time on untimi access momo. And no be compel you ni pana manaye. Ebia from this time on untimi the access to the internet. Oh, but total cut off there. MYN.
Say ejuma ye no. Obi won ma oba onkuta physical cash. Ah, the be ma obi wa what came na okọ baby.
Our job demands mobile money transactions, so if SIM cards are deactivated, it will cause a big problem for businesses.
In fact, a hard until I say, Ubia man and Ida, a bride, as she say, Ubia Yeno, Ubia more than say obey. Ghana card no so some acquire big issue pa, and to know say a cobase, a hormone no acquire bibia. I'm more disappointed there. Man called for Bibrina in your mother dear. And I bet Sresenka, almost me extending a crack anymore, and Kabebwa. So by a business, bet me Akoso, now almost so much money so I couldn't.
Well, so we're just 2 to 3 days to the end of this month, which is the deadline of the SIM card registration. Engaging the business folks, we're being told they want extension, probably till the end of the month. Some are also saying if there's no extension, there would be some sort of demonstration. But from the Ministry of Communication, they are looking forward to engage other stakeholders with respect to whether or not they would extend the registration deadline. For Joy Business, James Ishen.
Away from that, Finance Minister Kenneth Oyercha has indicated that government will be looking at reviewing some exemptions under the e-levy rather than scrapping the tax. There have been calls for the tax to be abolished due to the current hardships and challenges with regards to mobilization. But the Finance Minister reacted to that on PM Express Business Edition, saying such thing cannot happen. Take a listen to him.
It's a no-no. We have to pursue it because it's an important tax handle that will enable all of us to contribute in one fell swoop and has the capacity of a compliance once the leakages and exemptions are taken care of, that then brings in the type of resources that we need. George, nobody likes to pay taxes, and when it comes to a tax system that you may not be able to dodge or avoid, it becomes, a little intimidating, or you might feel at the coerciveness of the state. But truly, the country has to be run with taxes. What are the important tax handles that you can have? And I believe that e-levy is one of them going forward. Country is going to continue to be digitalized. Use of currency is going to be minimized over time. And so this is what then will capture all of us in a bucket in which we can then develop and transform our country.
But mobilization is not doing well. I mean, you did a projection, and in terms of collection, it's not doing well. Do you think that should influence any adjustment going forward?
Adjustment, I mean, the sense of the assumptions that we gave, to really look at them and really eliminate, as many of the assumptions as possible, in line with our assumptions bill that has now, been passed by Parliament. And that's key. I mean, we need to get all of us contributing to it. And once we do that, we should be able to move this transformation agenda forward.
There's calls to also look at the rate as well. Is that something that will be on the table?
We looked at the rate at the beginning, went through the country, brought it down to 1.5. Now let's look at the assumptions first, and then we'll then titrate if anything else have to be done.
0.5?
I don't know where that number emanated from, but everybody seems to have it on their lips.
Yeah.
No, I think the key issue is really the issue of merchant to merchant, paying through Ghana.gov, agent to agent, the banking systems, exemptions, etc. Once that is thoroughly examined and we can figure out exactly what we can get from that, then we can look at other.
Meanwhile, the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, has assured he is fully committed to leading government's team to secure a good program with the IMF.
A good program really is a program that leads to structures that we put in place so that we never return to this, and give ourselves the necessary buffers in the event of these, I guess literally apocalyptic events that have occurred in the world. How strong would you be? If you look at our inflation, for example, is that high because our import content is so high. And this is what we need to fight against. So the existence of the AFCFTA here, I think, gives us a platform to be a continental hub for a lot of things. And therefore you can see what's happening in the automobile industry. I think we are looking at a financial services hub here, in terms of technology and IT, for Twitter, Amazon, Microsoft, and co, to want to be located here themselves. I think Ghana should become the plug-and-play place for technology, and that then opens us up just for immense capacity for industrialization, technology, services, etc. So it's an exciting period to reboot, to recalibrate, and in the heat of COVID was when the president pushed us to come up with the Ghana Cares program, or Batampa program. And so far they are targeting areas such as rice, poultry, tomatoes, etc., to make sure that we are, we have food security and be able to export and turn these into agribusinesses around the country. So I think it also brings a certain amount of I guess deep thinking for Ghanaians ourselves, to really sit back and say, are we going to make ourselves subject to these constant external shocks or not? And it's a time to stop importing, and it's a time to start manufacturing.
You're still watching Business Live. Still to come, we'll go shopping for building materials today on the shopping list this day.
At first, it was 50 cedis. It came to 55. Last month, it was 60 cedis, but now it's 62 cedis. All right. And for the POP cement, this POP cement, at first, it was 60 cedis, but now it's 80 cedis.
Now, the real estate industry in Ghana has gained massive attention as many seek to have a roof over their heads. But what is pricing like when it comes to building materials? Well, on Shopping List today, we take you to Newtown to gauge prices to enable you draw an accurate budget for your housing project.
And welcome to another edition of the Joy Business Shopping List. I'm sure you're expecting to see tomatoes, pepper, and some other foodstuffs. Well, sorry to disappoint you, because today we want to take a look at the prices of some building materials we have on the market. So if you're an individual, a real estate agent, or you are into general building and constructions, then stay glued to your set. Abraham is a shop attendant here at Jane Lisa Enterprise, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and he's going to help us with the prices. Abraham, let's start with the cement.
Okay, the cement is 62 cedis.
Okay.
At first, it was 50 cedis. It came to 55. Last month, it was 60 cedis, but now it's 62 cedis.
All right.
And for the POP cement, this POP cement, at first, it was 60 cedis, but now it's 80 cedis. Yeah, and this tile cement, we have Deluxe and we have Permaflex. The Permaflex, it was 20 cedis, but now it's 22 cedis. And for the Deluxe, 24 cedis, but now it was 22 cedis, but now it's 24 cedis. The roofing nails now is 8 cedis. At first, it was 6 cedis, but now it's 8 cedis.
That's for a pound.
For 1 pound. Oh. These 2.5 nails, and this 3 inches, and this 4 inches, and this one too is 2 inches. At first, it was 5 cedis a pound for 1 pound, but now it's 7 cedis. This one, yes, this also 7 cedis. At first, it was 5 cedis, but now it's 7 cedis. And this 1.5 inch, 1 pound is 8 cedis. At first, it was 6 cedis. This Leyland 20 liters. At first, it was 215 cedis. By now, it's 225 cedis for one. And this 10 liters Leyland. At first, it was 115 cedis. By now, it's 130 cedis for one. And we have Deluxe 10 liters. At first, it was 100 cedis. By now, it's 110 cedis for one. And we have the 4.5. The 4.5, at first, it was 40 cedis. By now, it's 45 cedis. We have Shield. We have the 20 liters and the 10 liters. The 10 liters, at first, it was 170 cedis, but now it's 190 cedis. And for the Shield 20 liters, at first, it was 225 cedis. By now, it's 350 cedis. A roofing sheet, this is the galvanized. It's 30 cedis. At first, it was 25 cedis. By now, it's 30 cedis. And this for the colored one. At first, it was 40 cedis. By now, it's 45 cedis. The plywood, we have the 1/8. That one is used for the ceiling. Yeah, it's now 48 cedis. At first, it was 42 cedis. It came to 45 cedis. And now it's 48 cedis. And we have also the half-inch plywood. That one too. That one, let's say, this is the half-inch plywood. This is the half-inch plywood. It's 120 cedis. At first, it was 110 cedis. By now, it's 120 cedis. Yeah.
Just like foodstuffs, building materials has also seen an increase. So if you're planning to start a building or you're already in the process, then you heard it. You need to budget extra to be able to meet your target. For Joy Business, I am Beverly Broom.
That'll be for Business Live. I'll leave you with international business news. I'm Charles Ayitey. Many thanks for watching.